Hi everybody, in this video we are going to do an uncorking and review of the William Larue Weller 2020 bottle. Alright everybody, here is the moment. 2020, William Larue Weller. God, look at just how... First off, the thing that I just want to say immediately that just strikes me is just the color. The color just looks absolutely beautiful. So this is the 2020 edition, which is 134 proof. Oh, I'm really excited to try this bottle. Actually got really high expectations. I'm really hoping this is actually good and doesn't suck. So here we go. Ooh. All right. I know this is just drinking straight out, so it hasn't had a chance to breathe. It smells good. It smells like a Bugatti. God, that smells good. That smells good. Like, like sometimes you hear people talk about cherries and chocolate, and I think half of them are full of shit. But God, I do smell cherries and candy and unicorns. This does smell good. This literally does smell good. And it doesn't, given how high a proof this is, I am not smelling any of the high proof. So here we go. Let's hope this doesn't suck. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is really good. Oh, this is good. No, this is great. No, this is great. Oh, God. This is really good. This is really great. Oh, shit. Like, sometimes I see some of these women in pornos and how they're moaning, and I think, oh, they're faking it. And they probably are faking it. But this is good. Like if I was a girl, I'd be like moaning in pleasure that's real. Like I've seen that in movies. I guess I should experience it in real life once or twice. But if you were to drink this, you'd be moaning like this would be like a classic. Like this would be like really good. Oh, this is good. Because it has depth and flavor, and it has depth, if that makes it's just to let you know. I know if you're watching this, so many times people on video talk about flavors and enjoying things, but God, some of this you really truly have to personally experience. But what I mean by it's good or great is that first off is that it doesn't have any burn, is that when you drink it, it has this depth of flavor that you can taste to it. It feels bright. I know that there's like some weird condition where like you can sense color, but like it feels bright, if that makes sense. And it has the spiciness and charm. Like Grandma's house in the woods. The nice grandma, not the creepy one. Man, this is good. It's times like these where I wish I had a shitload of money. So, by the way, part of the problem of drinking a good bottle like this is, man, it's hard to drink shitty stuff. So, like, let's say you're drinking a George T. Stagg, great bottle. Or let's say you're drinking a Pappy, right? And then you start drinking the good stuff, man, it's hard to go back. It is so hard, and this feels, now there is heat to it, but it's a good heat. Whereas let's talk about that. Some heat feels warm, like you're in a nice toasty fireplace, and some of the other heat is more like acid, where it feels like it's lava, and it's like, have you ever had like acid burn? Like, that's the bad type of heat. This heat, like, you feel it in your chest, and it's like, good. And it doesn't burn. See, that's the thing is, so for example, with, let's say, a C90, which I love. I love C90. I love Stag Junior. But literally, after I drink it, like, part of my throat esophagus is burnt. Like, have you ever had, like, a hot chocolate? Then, like, you burn the tip of your tongue? Well, like, some of those other high proofs, they'll literally, like, burn your throat. It's like... But this, it's like you can drink it and it doesn't burn. It's like... It's heat without burniness. Man. This is good. This is great. This is like one of the standard bears. So whether it's this or a Stag, man, this is a standard that's pretty high. And I think this is a great bottle. Man, this is phenomenal. If you get a chance to buy this at a list price for $100, you'd be a dumb fuck if you didn't buy it. And then the next question is, well, what is it worth? So people always say, well, what is it worth? Sometimes I was watching the Bourbon Junkies, right, which I love those guys, and they're like, oh, something's worth $300 or $200. And really, when it comes to worth, it's really is just, do you have the money to pay for it? Can you afford it? So, for example, it's like, if you're looking for something great and you've got the money, well, you're going to buy this. If you can afford it, buy it. If it's on secondary for, $1,000 or $1,200 or $1,500, what I find is it's not an issue of worth. It's just an issue of, can you afford it? Because it's great. And that's some of the issues with some of these higher end bourbons, especially that there's just not a lot of them and they're a high price. So I do want to differentiate. That's a good question. Is something that's really expensive because it's highly sought after, because it just has some rarity or hype to it. So for example, like this is a green dial Daytona, and there's a lot of hype to this watch, but it's no different than a black dial Daytona. It's not like this watch keeps time better than another time. It doesn't do it. But I would say that this bottle of bourbon is really good. Great. Is it great? For some reason, I'm hesitant to call it great. It's really fucking good, though. It's really good. Maybe because I know how much I paid for it. Man, this is good. Fuck, I'm gonna be drinking too much. Guess the wife's gonna be putting the kids tonight at 134 proof. You don't get to drink too much of this before you're passed out. And then it's 3 in the morning and you're wondering, man, here's all this slobber. Man, this is good. This is really good. So here's my thoughts on this. It smells phenomenal. It looks beautiful. This, in my opinion, matches the hype, especially with William Larue Weller, because it has. I think of all the 5 of the BTACs, I think Weller has the most prestige. I know the Sazerac, in some cases, has a higher retail or a higher secondary price, but I think that's just more a reflection that they just don't produce as many bottles because of the evaporation issues. So the price is more a reflection of supply and demand. They produce less of them. This is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. God, this is the type of thing where if you could just drink this every day, it's like having sushi delivered to your room, and then you get a blowjob from your wife, and she swallows all of it, and then she licks your balls clean. That's what this is like. Try putting that into fruit flavors. Matt of HGH Wishy, who I love, by the way. I watch almost every episode. And the Bourbon Junkies, who I love. This is like getting your dick sucked dry in Adam Libman vocabulary. God, I've noticed that. I think I might be buzzed at this point. Man, this stuff does affect the mind, body, and soul. Oh man, this is good. So, in review, if you can afford it, buy it. If you like it, buy it. But really, this is the absolute type of bourbon that, if you can find it and afford it, just buy it. It's absolutely great. In my opinion, this is definitely a type of bottle to probably celebrate a special day with. For me personally, I got to Friday, so I'm like, fuck it, let's just celebrate. It was one of those weeks. I'm like, fuck it Friday, let's drink. But sometimes you have to appreciate life, and sometimes there's these moments where we're like, you know, I don't want to wait till the birth of my grandchild to have a nice bottle. You know, I don't want to wait for my 25th anniversary. I want a fucking nice bottle now. So anyway, if you're in one of those moods, fucking buy this shit. It's really good. All right, everybody. Enjoy, because I sure did.